have knife round underway. I think Howl has to take this first map if they want to keep the momentum, because I think if they lose the Weight Slammers, it's gonna really get in their heads about what they're gonna or how they're gonna play. Following up, really want to get a good idea of how they're gonna come into Mirage. We didn't see Mirage yesterday. Inferno.
I believe it was, yeah, Inferno and Overpass, yeah. We didn't even get to see the third map, which I believe was slated to be Train, so... And it looks like Weight Slammers are staying, so they will be on the east side? Yes. What about you, Wilby? What are you thinking prediction-wise? How do you think this first map's gonna go?
I think we're gonna go to. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Howl. I think Weight Slammers are gonna come in. I know Feelium's probably really hungry, and he's well on Mirage 4. I want to see what Weight Slammers are doing. Just to start off pistol round, it looks like Weight Slammers are taking top mid, going for the peek over onto Loki. All 5 of them. Loki's pinched in the corner here. We have Spzrta and Xelerando trying to at least help him out, but Loki is able to go. It looks like they're wrapping back through Underpass, so we are going to see some rotates come through most likely. Seems like Team Howl haven't quite done it, but they actually went back all the way back around and
What in the world?
see. It is a true around the world strat, but there's still 2 players, and now there's going to be 3 quick players onto A site. Xelerando sitting CT, trying to get those picks. Loki gets a really nice shot to start this game off. Spzrta coming in as well onto Duma. Xelerando being pushed back with 3 HP. Feelium just takes him out. Gorclo in CT trying to push back on a Feelium. White's coming out from Loki again. He actually gets dinged by Gorclo. Gorclo takes out Feelium, frags all around. Dog taking out Gorclo back and forth. The Dog down to 11 HP, no bomb, and 40 seconds left. Spzrta just has to sit and play it. Ends up taking him out. First round goes Team Howl.
Yeah, and that very easily could have fallen apart there for Howl there at the end, but they played it smart. Once they had the bomb, they backed off. They got those really nice entry frags there by Loki and Spzrta from the jungle area as they crossed. I mean, I don't necessarily, I don't dislike the idea of an around the world pistol round, but it's just unfortunate that Team Howl didn't take the bait and actually rotate to B early. Had they done that, I'm sure that would have been a different round, but looks like we'll see Weight Slammers try for the 5-man push through apps here and try to get just at least a bomb plant, I think, on the B site. But good counter util there.
Oh, there's a big flank coming out of Spzrta, and he actually gets dinged by Duma with the Glock there.
Yeah, now everything's gonna slow down because Weight Slammers have picked up a gun. They've done a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, what a nade! Xelerando with a perfect nade onto Duma just to knock this back in their favor in a 4v3.
Right around here, Xelerando sitting outside of B. It looks like Yevkh is actually on and sorry, Yevkh is trying to face that boost over by Gorclo and Tav there. Tav trying to jump across. They actually boosted Gorclo up in the corner. Wonder now Weight Slammers must know there. Dropping down.
Yeah. That flashbang just totally gave that away, but Weight Slammers are taking a lot of time here by just sitting back and waiting for the aggression. Oh man, this could get really bad. Loki could just get a triple here and end the round. Oh, but he botches his spray.
Oh, he whiffs. Loki whiffs so hard. Oh, he had it. But Yevkh ends up taking him down. So it's a 2v3. They're pushing up onto the A site. We see a rotate coming over from Gorclo from CT. Just going to swing out with that shotgun. Taking a bunch of damage off of Yevk's back. But the Dog is able to get the bomb down on a 2v2. Both Weight Slammers players are low. The Dog getting taken out by Tav. Leaving Yevkh in a 1v2. He ends up getting the frag onto Tav. and Yevkh is left in a 1v1, 10 HP against Xelerando. Xelerando swings out and ends up taking the frag. Really well played by Xelerando. That was really nice to see here.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal to see the clean 3-0 sweep, or at least the 2-0 sweep from the team that wins the pistol round, but that almost went in the favor of Weight Slammers there had he just checked his left side. But like you said, just excellent job just sneaking up there, getting behind him on the flank, and both of them were extremely low, so really it only took like 1 or 2 bullets from either one of them to end that round. But now we see the first rifle round, and again, just like we saw yesterday, we see 1 UMP coming in on the side of Team Howl. Very nice top mid smoke there to provide the cover on the cross, but Spzrta will obviously spot them at least partially, even though he was partially flashed. But at least top mid control has gone the way of Weight Slammers this round, so this could end up being a very quick or a very long round. Nice kill by Tav onto Dumas there. Feelium sneaking up into underpass, applying this pressure. Because they have 2 players holding here in window, and now Team Howl have basically crunched down on the Weight Slammers players, but it looks like Panda's gonna get behind Xelerando and get that kill, opening up the A site. Oh, what a kill by Loki.
Really well played by Loki there.
And this is just falling apart. It's such a good flank.
Spzrta with a nice 3K. Yeah, Panda absolutely great flank there, but capitalize on that frag on Loki.
Yeah, I mean, if he was able to hold off that initial rotate there back to A site from the people playing in jungle, that would have opened up the A site for the rotators from top mid to just come right on back. But we'll see a reinvestment here from Weight Slammers and an early trade from between Loki and the dog. They lose I believe it was an AK on the side of Howl, and another kill from the dog onto Spzrta and window. Dumas only has a deagle, but it's still a 4v3, and as we know in Counter-Strike, numbers can mean a lot. Xelerando quick to even it back out, though. Very quick to even it back out. I wonder if he's aware of Feelium and us. Oh. Yeah, I think Feelium's making the right choice here to go ahead and back off, and you'll see Howl just quickly rotate over to the A site right before this execute happens. I wonder if that peek there from Feelium and Palace gave this away. Because now the CT smoke is botched. You have a opening on the bottom here. This could fall apart really quickly.
They're actually able to get the frag. First frag onto Tav and second onto Gorclo. Xelerando in a 1 versus 3. Going for shots onto the dog. Not able to connect anything more than a couple little tags. That's him when he tries to jump over. Just flashing and spamming him. Rondo has more HP than the dog and Feelium combined. Not anymore. Ends up getting a 1 on Dumas and getting cleaned out by Feelium, with Weight Slammers making their first.
Yeah, and I mean that's about normal, I'd say. I mean, if you lose the pistol round as the T side, you quickly go down 2-0, maybe 3-0, but then by the 4th round you're able to force back into it, and you'll probably pick up your 2nd round here because normally, and as you see here, the CTs are going to be on a light buy with the eco, but as we saw yesterday from Team Howl, these deagles can do a lot of damage. So we'll
absolutely. I'm really excited to see what these deeks bring out. We saw some nasty deek shots coming out. We also saw a nasty deek shot from Guz last night, and that was crazy. Ooh, Feelium turning that aimbot on to get the little shake going like that. He corrects his recoil there and is able to actually get the frag just sitting in.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll see Weight Slammers now try again for this A execute, and the CT smoke misses again barely, and Feelium's left wide open, but the missed deke shot by Loki there will end up hurting them a lot. There's some interesting smokes there in the middle of the site, allow the CTs to push up through CT, and Tav, oh my goodness! He's just gonna light them up with that deagle, but Yevkh, close range Mac 10, He says, "No, sir, I'll be all right. I can take care of you guys." And so that'll be the second round for Weight Slammers, making the score 3-2. We should see a reinvestment here from Team Howl, and probably, yeah, as you say, probably 4 AKs, and gonna keep this Mag 10 for the bonus here. So we actually don't see a reinvestment from Team Howl. We just see Deagle and a little bit of utility.
That utility can be really dangerous though, but not when you're trying to play mid with the USP against a... Ooh, I take that back. USP all the way, Spzrta. You do you, homie. Really nice shot. Onto the dog. That was... I did not expect that. Spzrta's still just doing damage middle. Finally gets taken out by...
My goodness, Tav. You want to calm down with the Eagle there, man?
Nasty
Good
shots
grief.
coming up from Tav.
I tell you what, I think he heard me say that these Deagles could do a lot of damage, and he just wanted to prove me right. So now we're gonna...
I was actually able to plant the bomb over, leaving Tav run his way back through sitting in alright spot. If he drops down, Tav will be able to hear him, but it's a nice off angle if he was coming.
Yeah, but I think Tav just barely got ahead of him with the early rotate right as the bomb was being planted. Good part is Dumas is pretty safe, and he won't, he doesn't actually have a kit, so this round's already in the favor of Weight Slammers regardless of what happens here. And just like that, it's high game. So I'm gonna say it this time, and maybe this time it'll actually happen. We'll see the reinvestment come from Team Howl. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we're starting to see it, and we'll see an MP7 there on the dog. But we do see the op come in, so I guess that's kind of a good trade-off. Let's get the op and have somebody else use an SMG. Double op setup for Team Howl though, and it's already paying off. Xelerando with the easy kill on the Feelium there. Just playing cat and mouse here in the mid area while the rest of his team is setting up for what appears to maybe be an A take, judging by where the bomb is headed, especially with that nice headshot from Yevkh onto Loki. And actually, no, they're going to walk back B now. I will say Weight Slammers are doing an excellent job at not overcommitting to a site. It could potentially come back to bite them in the butt. But at the moment, it seems to be working.
Oh! Dumas just got CSGO'd so hard. That's really rough. He should have had that. That was on it. That was on Zeller. And I feel bad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And those... I mean, they do make the smart choice, dumping utility into the window, making sure that, you know, he's not going to be able to repeat that. Ooh, potentially miscommunication there for the double smoke on CT.
Oh
my
really
goodness.
nice shot by Spzrta. Putting in work, misses his shot.
And now Yevkh is going to attempt to hold down for the defuse, but okay, gets two. But yeah, he's just already on the bomb in a weird angle. He's just going to try to stay alive here.
That nasty shot again by Spzrta. The disgusting flick. Unfortunately, he couldn't follow up on the sandwich kill. But that was dirty. I like that. That was...
Yeah, that was a really nice kill there, and we'll see the reinvestment come in from Weight Slammers here, because despite winning 3 rounds in a row, their economy is in... Oh my goodness! Good aggression from Loki to take out the op early on, and this will put the round... Ooh, okay.
Little Kobe action over here. Rest in peace.
Yeah. So actually, look, the CTs will take the advantage in a 4v3 because the op is down and the dog is now down too. But they pick back up the op on Dumas, but I don't know. With that kill on Panda, I'm not really sure that I can see Weight Slammers pulling this back together. But anything can happen. I do want to quickly look at how Team Howl are spread out. I mean, look at their setup there in the minimap. I mean, you have them practically in a line, making sure that no one can push into mid and no one can push onto a site without being heard. They're ensuring no sneaky plants, which is very smart.
Only way they could potentially be worked up is if oh, we see Feelium actually walk his way up connector. I was gonna say if either they go ramp or they come. I mean, I was gonna say if they go ramp, but it seems like Feelium ends up taking out Xelerando, who's watching ramp and wasn't watching connector, so he does switch his stance there. Feelium is left in a 1 versus 3. Tab takes him out.
Yeah, and that was very intriguing to me. I really thought that he was going to be watching the connector exit to allow his jungle player to rotate off and go watch from CT, but in the end, I mean, they still get the round. They do lose one extra weapon that they probably didn't need to, but it looks like it still panned out, or it did pan out in their favor, and the only real repercussion there is that Loki's going to have a deagle on a round where Weight Slammers don't have much either. So it's not going to hurt them too much, but I'm sure they'd like to have that extra weapon back. And this is a very nice, patient default here from Team Howl, not even really expending any utility early because they're aware of the fact that Weight Slammers will be on an economy round or on a save round with these pistols. And they want to try to hold on to this util to really thwart any 5-man stack pushes that they may see, but Weight Slammer's doing an excellent job slowing down.
I'm really excited to see what Tab's gonna do. Oh, he pulls out a nade! Wrong time, gets a 1! That's it! Ah! Oh, really nice spray down coming out from Gorclo. Oh, a third! Looking nasty. That is fantastic coming out of Gorclo. Feelium ends up getting the frag. Oh, that was so good. Take a look at that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that was just great timing, and once again, as you said earlier, just CSGO timing. Well, it wasn't exactly CSGO, but in this one, it was just all about the timing. He just pulls out that nade, and it allows them to get that first kill, and then ultimately a second kill. But again, it's not going to hurt them too much. It will hurt their economy enough to where only 2 players will be in a really solid... Oh my goodness, Feelium. He's starting to catch on to Loki's game. That's probably, I believe, the 3rd time Loki snuck up mid like that in this game, and so they're finally catching on to where that's coming from. And there's the the window molly to prevent that re-peek there. Panda, great timing, killing Spzrta.
Finally answers back. They lost 2 players with 0 punishment up until that point. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great adjustment on Weight Slammer's behalf to recognize the mid aggression and then throw that counter molly into window to ensure they don't have to worry about a trade back. And they're just gonna spray down that window.
Oh, he heard that. Wish you didn't hear that, but he just heard that. Xelerando misses 2 shots on a Feelium, and we see Weight Slammers just overtaking the bomb site. Tab, the only one here. Gorclo going for that short peek, taken out by Dumas, and there's a pause coming. Is that called by Weight Slam or Howl?
It appears that it was called by Team Howl, because Spzrta has requested a pause, so I guess Spzrta predicts the outcome of this round to go in favor of Weight Slammers and wants to talk over probably how they want to readjust to ensure that that sort of counter does not happen to their mid presence anymore.
I think probably trying to slow down the momentum, and there we go. Slow down the momentum of Weight Slammers. There are 2 rounds away of tying this up, so
Yeah, but I mean, and see, here we go again with the weird economy for Weight Slammers. They win the round, but now they have to drop over a gun to Panda, who's unable to buy because they did lose a few more players than what they probably wanted in the round before that.
look at Howl as well. Gorclo is 1750.
Yeah, this is truly a back and forth game. And I mean, I'm sure we'll see a full buy come out here.
Apparently, Spzrta says it's a PC problem.
Oh no.
Oh, I did tack pause. Here, let's take a look at the bracket for right now. What we have going forward. We have Kulos Nation signing mouse pads coming up on Monday. And then the winner of this game is going to play Team Rush probably tomorrow. Or yeah, I think we have a game either tomorrow or Friday. Depends on when they schedule it. So for those watching, keep an eye out for the stream tomorrow evening or Friday evening, but most likely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the game that comes after this one. I mean, granted, I'm also super excited for this one. Um, but I also really want to see what happens in the next game because, as you know, the winner of the game that occurs either tomorrow or Friday will end up playing the loser of Kulos Nation versus Signing Mousepads in that loser bracket final there. I believe that's next Friday. So if you guys are following the bracket, and I hope you are, please tune in next week, Monday for that winner bracket final, and then to see that redemption game for the loser of that game on Friday. And I believe the grand final is next Saturday, correct? The 20th?
Yes, June 20th, Saturday. We have best of 5, and the winner of that winner bracket will have a +1 map advantage as well going into the series. So, really important. That's the Kulos Mousepads game coming up because it's gonna be a fight. I have a feeling it's gonna.
Oh yeah, and I mean we saw the last time Kulos and Mousepad played, it was a 2-0 in the favor of Kulos, and so I'm sure this time around Mousepads are aiming to not have the same result. And it looks like Team Howl are ready to unpause. Hopefully that issue is fixed now. And so we'll get right back into the action here in just a moment, I believe. So we do end up seeing that full buy come in on the side of Weight Slammers. Like I mentioned before, Panda will get dropped over an AK from Dumas. And yeah, what a quasi buy on the side of Team Howl. We have 2 SMGs, 1 M4, and a Scout, and then the lowly P250. But as we've said many times, pistols can do a lot of damage.
Well, we've seen that not just once, but quite a few times. And yes, Cheeks, whoever loses this series is out of the playoffs. So this is gonna be a really close game, and I think that, well, I mean, I'm hoping it's really close. I hope both teams know they're fighting for their lives right now. And
Look at this angle by Xelerando.
I like how Weight Slammers. Where is? Oh, he's sitting top. He actually pushed top mid in the corner. He got aggressive. So if they do try to run all their way back up middle, he's gonna be behind them. Hopefully, be able to. I don't know if he'll be able to pick up more than one though, because normally once that pistol gets spammed, people start responding.
Look at Spzrta just.
Yeah, he's not even peeking. There we go. Finally, he goes for the spray down. Ends up getting taken up by the dog, and there is a team Kobe coming out from Dumas to dog. Dumas does answer back to Gorclo though, saying sorry. Through the smoke, Tav on that little gap there. That's really rough. Well played by him, and Panda takes out Loki. Doing Xelerando with the P250, taking out Panda in a 1v1 now against Yevkh. Can he go for those shots? Yevkh only has an op. He can just jiggle him and hopefully try to get that shot off. Xelerando actually ends up taking the round.
What a play. Wow. And, I mean, holy cow. For most of that round, Xelerando was tucked into the corner there at the top of mid, and then when they make their A execute, he decides to push in behind on that flank and gets 2 kills out of it. I mean, look at this. He just perfectly times his peeks around the missed op shots so that he can get up in his face and get that defuse. But it looks like Weight Slammers will have enough here to reinvest with 1 Mac-10. And we'll see the top mid smoke come in with Loki holding this angle, just going to pre-fire. And so both teams will have 1 Mac-10, but the difference is that there is an op on Xelerando and no op on the side of the T's. The dog's just caught out in the middle of nowhere. there at the top of mid. Oh my goodness! Dumont gets a nice double kill there on Spzrta and Loki as they try to pin him down in underpass. And suddenly this goes in favor of the T's. Oh, but Dumont whiffs his spray on Tav. And now it's back in favor of the CTs. And I'm just gonna say it, I believe that's probably gonna seal the round right there.
Yeah. Rondo gets frag, Tav answers right back on Yevkh. Feelium 24 HP against AK and M4 and an op, and he'll have to come out swinging. Oh, there's an AK right there. They heard that.
They certainly heard that.
There was. Yeah,
At this point, oh, you see him?
Ooh, nice little headshot there. All right, Feelium.
See if you can hit the jump. Yeah. And of course they heard that too, but yeah, and there's the molly. 20 seconds, no bomb. 24 HP, a smoke and a flash. Is there a world where he pulls this off? I don't think so.
10 seconds, not sure. He has to run out there and either die or get 2 kills. And if has to go. Oh, he gets caught out. Hopefully he, yep, gets taken out by Gorclo. It's for the best. I mean, yeah, that would have been rough because the rest of his team saving. So what are they gonna force around an AK? It'd give really weird money. Or for Team Howl, they are coming ahead here after that pause. So, team out on the train.
Yeah, and I mean we take a look at the way the rounds have gone, and the last 2 rounds have gone in favor of Team Howl. And it seems like it's kind of been a string of rounds all the way through. You see 3 in favor of Howl, 3 in favor of Weight Slammers, 3 in favor of Howl. Then Weight Slammers pop up and get 1, and now we're back in favor of Howl again. So it's like probably going to be another 3rd round here for Team Howl. So putting them 9-4, and that puts them in a okay. That does they're just standing in awe. They can't believe it. That does not happen very often, and honestly, I'm really glad we caught that on stream because that was wow. Very nice kill from Spzrta there onto Dumont underpass, and yeah, this is going to be the 9th round for Team Howl. And he's just looking to take away a gun, but he can't.
Hopefully, get. Oh, instant replay failed us. It was just a second away. We had the finishing portion of it. Fortunately, we weren't able to catch that, but we do have it on VOD, which we could see it in a clip or two.
So here we go again with the full reinvestment. This round right here is really going to determine how this half wraps up, because if you look at the economy of the T's, pretty much broke. This is the all or nothing round here. So if the T's are able to pull this away, they potentially get 6 rounds and a half. If they lose this round, they're probably not getting any more than 4. But a good opening frag there from the dog, and no trade at the moment. A 2nd kill. There's the trade. Wow, this is the kill feed just overflowing.
Back and
3v2.
forth. It is in Weight Slammer's hand though. They have the man advantage, and Tav is really low HP. So like, oh, they might have heard that knife from Tav on the wall. I think they did.
They had to have. They had to have heard that, because now Dumont's turning around watching it. Yeah, this is gonna give plenty of time. Oh yeah, Gorclo is left in a 1v3 with a molly and 2 flashbangs, and he just gets taken out. What a round from Dumont! I mean, he started out getting an opening frag there, and then just rolled through the rest of the team. What a round! So yeah, here we go again. I mean, looking to see if they can get a 9-6 half, and to wrap this up here, Weight Slammers are, and then you see two Famai, as we introduced yesterday, and 2 ops and an M4 on the side of Team Howl for the last round of the half.
Not the ideal bot that I'd go with, but it's all they could muster up, and that double op setup is have to put work to make these semi effective. It seems like they're doing just that. Spzrta gets the frag onto Duma, goes for a peek top mid, doesn't get it. Xelerando gets a frag. There we go, putting in work with these ops. Team Howl with the man advantage. Spzrta down at 50 HP. Take that back. Now it's tied up on a 3v3.
Uh-oh.
Xelerando ends up missing his shot. Yevkh misses his smoke, and things are kind of all over the place. Xelerando missing a shot onto Dog. Is he going to go for the repeat? He doesn't realize it. Dog actually takes a Tav, who is flanking through through B, and the Dog repeats top mid and takes Xelerando, who had his field of view obstructed by the op scope.
Wow. And what a turnaround there from White Slammers to turn this into a half where it's actually not half bad. I mean, a 9-6 half in favor of the CTs isn't necessarily uncommon, and certainly they think, I mean, this is a lot closer than say a 10-5 or an 11-4 half, so they did a really good job working their way back in there. But I'm sure they probably would have liked an 8-7 half, as close as it can be, and perhaps to even win the round or win the half. But this pistol round on CT side will really show how much fight White Slammers have in them to get themselves back into this game, because they're still very much in it.
I think that White Slammers have come into this, and I like the way that they're looking, and being in the lower bracket and being the 5th seed into this, they really have to fight their way back. But like we were saying, they had a lot of time that they could have put into playing getting better, and I feel like they've done a great job representing how they want to play. I feel like they're playing, very tactical, and they might not be winning some of those gunfights, but I feel like they have an idea of what they want to do, and they're not, tilting or just running out.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge improvement from the regular season, because I think in the regular season, like, they had some fight, but most of it was mostly just, not necessarily I can't speak for their comms and say they were tilted, but you could definitely see a little bit of loss of desire in some of their games. And here it's like, no, we're not giving up. We don't care that it's 9-4. We're gonna try to bring this back, make it 9-6, and they have. So, and once again, the very slow play on the pistol round. I guess both these teams. Oh, what a shot!
Really nice shot from.
And that's what he needs. Yeah, he's just gonna fall off. This is very smart. Here's at least 3, sees the bomb, but I think he played plenty of time there. He played an excellent job.
Perfect.
Oh.
Dog and Duma left 2v2 now. Gorclo taking out the Dog, leaving a 1v2, making his way downtown, walking fast. Flashbangs pass, and he's B-bound. He's making a really bold move to jump through that window. I want to see that shot from coming out from Feelium, the apartments here. Really little tap there to take the head off of Loki. That was very well done.
Yeah, and I mean, he played that pretty much perfectly. He peeked around, got the kill, fell off, played time, ended up getting a second kill, and gave plenty of time for his team to rotate over and prevent them from being able to get the bomb down and hold the retake efficiently.
On a mid-aggression coming out here, Spzrta jumping in the face of Duma, pushing lower. Panda answering right back onto Tav. Molly's coming out, Molly Yevkh off, and Xelerando actually just spams all the way up from jungle rather. The Dog stuck on Cat. Feelium sitting in market, and that went really quickly. Team Howl just came out swinging.
See, and I think this is where we can talk more about how much Team Howl have improved, because obviously CT side is on this map is not necessarily the easiest, but it's not the hardest either. And it, as we both know, CT takes communication mostly, but I personally think it's more it's easier to hold a site rather than try to take it. So now you switch over to the T side, and you see Team Howl pretty much aggressively execute exactly what they want in the first 2 rounds, asserting their weight against weight slammers. Actually, no pun intended, but there it was. And I think they're gonna do it again in this round. They recognize that weight slammers will be broke, and they're gonna get this quick 12-6, I think.
Running out with that molly. Yep. So, I mean, he had his molly in hand, but he pulls out the AK, gets the frag on a Panda. Have pistols coming out from the slammers, like you're saying, not a lot of money on them. The dog ends up, ooh, getting a nice kill through this. Oh, that was nasty. Dog really putting in work there. Feelium and Yevkh in 2v3. Yevkh left in a 1 versus 3. Going for Xelerando. Cannot get it. Let's see. Flip back from first frag, he goes to the spam to second and ends up taking him out. Really, really smooth. Fortunately, they couldn't convert that round, but that's a clip on it. No, you gotta throw that on Reddit.
Oh yeah. But speaking of rounds, this one is of utmost importance. If weight slammers can't seem to fight back here and take away this round, they give up ultimately the next round subsequently as well, so that makes it 14-6, and that puts them in a very dark-looking situation for their hopes of winning this map. However, if they are able to take this round, if you take a look at the T economy, it puts Team Howl in kind of an awkward position. And we'll see some B aggression coming out of Team Howl. This kill is important, and Yevkh converts. Backs off, plays for the time. Oh, Yevkh is putting in work with this AUG, man. Oh no, and Spzrta was on A site. Oh, I don't know if they know. They have to know now.
Of course they know. Now Spzrta's jumping right through the window. Taking out Feelium. Giving him a 1 versus 1, and Panda to pick up that diffuser. He's no loser. Well, actually, he was, but his teammate had one. And going to grab that defuse. Weight slammers in the game, the pinnacle round they needed. They were able to convert.
Yeah, and that is so important. But see, here's the weird part. I don't think they would have wanted to lose 4 people to win that round, because now their buy is so weird against 5 AKs, and again, they're in the same position. Win this round, or subsequently give up 2 rounds because of it. So they're probably going to end up playing extremely passive here and just try to play off of hopefully a pick that they're able to get on a over aggressive T player, because it just seems kind of like a standoff here on the A site. Oh my goodness, Dumas! Calm
Really,
down, sir.
really nice shot coming from Connector. Just taking Loki, giving him that COVID haircut and chopping the top right off. Nades coming out all around on the A bomb site. Looks like Howl are going to be executing now. Panda sitting in default. I think they know he's there. Tap jumping right down the sandwich. End up taking out Panda. The dog jumping right through. Really nicely played. Going for the end shot over on the Gorclo. That was a great sequence from the dog. He did a fantastic job leaving Gorclo in a 1 versus 2. Goes to the peak on a Yevkh and cannot convert that frag. I want to see this again. The dog just jumps through, yeets his body from the top of stairs. Jump right out, getting a really nice 2K there.
My goodness, that was so smart of him. I mean, they were they were so distracted by the players that were pushing through the smoke that they didn't pay any attention to the player jumping over top of them. And that MP7 actually ended up working wonders. And now we see Team Howl's economy finally getting broken after winning so many rounds. Because now you see them on full pistol with about 4 deagles and a P250. Whereas you see Weight Slammers with the full buy. So Or, well, slightly partial buy. Not necessarily a full buy without the utility and everything. But I think this MP9 under Balk here could do a lot of damage. Especially just farm that money on this bonus round. You can do it. Come on, Panda. I believe in you.
Finally, the smoke coming out from Panda, trying to get the spray down. That ends up getting taken out by Spzrta, but Dumas just take out Loki. Dumas with
Oh
a
my
really
goodness.
nice 3K. Nades coming out, finally taking putting the dog down to 7 HP. Ends up getting a couple shots over onto Spzrta, takes him out. Xelerando in a 1 versus 2. Ends up taking out the dog, leaving Yevkh in a 1 has to defuse that bomb. So Xelerando probably gonna try to their gun, make his way somewhere a little bit safer than sight.
Interestingly enough, no utility. Okay, yeah, ultimately the AK is just going to win out there due to pure superiority in terms of the gun, but interestingly enough, Yevkh did not use any utility to get himself into the site, didn't smoke off any peek angles. So that could have very easily gone the way of Team Howl there, but it works out ultimately in the favor of White Slammers, and suddenly they're back in this game 12-9 after losing so many T-side rounds in the beginning. They're back in the game at 12-9.
That 3K from the dog did not go away in vain, and that was really well played. Yeah, well, I'm glad to see White Slammers are fighting back. Ooh, Loki with a really nice race car peek coming out middle, going for a second one onto Dumas, just shredding his way down middle. Looks like they are going to be pushing him towards A now, running up connector. Panda only one on site here. Finally, we see a rotate coming from Feelium. Cannot fight him there. Normally that's an angle that you would see Feelium die from, but Spzrta ends up getting taken out. But Wastelanders still already 2v4. They don't have any money. Feelium getting taken out by a nade. Yevkh in a 1 versus 4. Goes for a tag there. I wonder if he's gonna try to save or at least get a couple guns out of their hands. Most likely.
I mean, if he's able to wait, if he is able, words, if he is able to take away a few weapons here, then ultimately this next round is not necessarily automatically Team Howl's, despite them ultimately winning the round here. If he's not able to take away more than one gun, though, then this next round is going to be very difficult for White Slammers to get back into, and we could potentially end up seeing a 14-9 because Yevkh can ultimately drop this AK over. Feelium probably getting an SMG of some kind, as well as for Dumas, and probably one pistol and that AK being dropped over with Yevkh buying an M4. But on the side of Team Howl, we see the reinvestment, and again, once they got their money back, they come back, they get really aggressive, they win the round. So this will be interesting to see what happens here if White Slammers can make this happen. They do opt for the 3 SMGs though instead of the second M4 with the AK drop over. That missed molly doesn't necessarily hurt Team Howl. Oh, that's a sound cue.
That's a sound cue if I've ever. Bam's
Yeah.
coming out from Howl towards middle, taking out Panda and Feelium. Dog going just dry peeking. Xelerando getting a shot onto the dog. The leave catwalk, same as always. Howl has it covered. They've adjusted quite well to that. Dumas in a 1 versus 5 ends up getting 1 frag onto Loki. He just being pinched all over. Spzrta takes out Gorclo.
A little antsy there. He's got a little concerned.
Got that
So,
itchy
yeah, we'll
trigger
see.
finger.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily blame him. I'd be a little worried too, because as we know, MP9s can do a lot of damage. But Spzrta, I think, just got a little trigger happy when he saw that head peek through. And speaking of Spzrta, he and Tav are doing fairly well for themselves, sitting atop of the server at 24 kills apiece. Whereas Xelerando right behind him with 18, and the most kills on Weight Slammers being Dumas with 18, and 3 of his teammates right below him at 17. Loki just jumping through, taking connector for himself, getting that headshot onto Feelium, and other than the AUG on Yevkh, which, okay, the dog, you love that deagle, don't you? So there goes the only rifle for White Slammers after Yevkh goes down.
Panda actually
Panda.
gets a frag on the USB, but gets burned alive. Panda joining the barbecue, but not in the way that he wanted.
The dog does pick up this SG, and honestly, if I'm him, I'm trying to back off through con and save, but I don't know if I can. This is where I'd run away.
Absolutely. Let's try to. If you don't get the frag in the next like 5 seconds ish.
Oh.
No, oh, he heard.
Oh,
he
you know
heard
where
him.
he is.
No,
No
he knew
way.
where he was. He heard the scope. Oh, I think he misjudged that. Xelerando played that really well, bringing Howl to match point. But still, that was such a close round.
Yeah, and I mean, this is why the save was so important. I mean, look at this buy on the side of Weight Slammers. You're gonna have one deagle and an op coming in from the dog, but you save that rifle, and now you've got a full buy, potentially a lot more utility, and you could potentially play for overtime here. And as you said, I don't personally think he got the frag quick enough to warrant going for that. He just happened to win that 1v1 duel and ultimately lost against Xelerando. Like you said, he played it perfectly, playing time there, playing for the peak. But again, I mean, it's win this round, or now it's lose the map.
That's coming out from Loki onto Yevkh. Getting taken out by Dumas though. Setup here from the CT is a little odd, but it's working. Panda taking out Tav. 4-3 versus D now. Rondo gets a nasty shot into Panda. Feelium taking up towards stairs. Here's the jump. Spzrta tries to spam towards Xelerando, planning triple. Cannot connect. Flashes popped. Flashes his own teammate in connector. That's not what you want doing, but Xelerando has low HP. Dog waiting for a peek. Oh, that should have hit. That was. He hit the
I agree.
box,
He just got
but
CS code.
I know. Well, no, it looks like he hit that box, but it looks like Weight Slammers aren't ready to leave in a box. They're not ready to leave in the coffin. They're fighting back, bringing them to double digits. 15-10 for Team Howl with Weight Slam. Finally getting that defeat.
Yeah, and I mean, my goodness, that I think my heart was pumping pretty hard there for that round, because I was really concerned when he ended up hitting the box there with that op shot. I was really concerned that that was ultimately going to give that away, and they were going to be able to pinch down and play time. But Weight Slammers pull it out, force the Mac 10. Oh, they're going for the Mac 10 B play. This is going to be quite the surprise if they wait out that molly. Because I can't remember the last time they went B. It's been several rounds, I'm sure. Oh,
Yeah.
that gives it away.
Yeah, it does. Well, they're out now. The flash has nothing to do. Now falling back. That flash does. Flash in the corner, going for the spray down. Getting one, getting two, getting a third, going for the fourth. Duma unable to clean it out, but leaving Tav in a 1v3. Most likely going the way of Weight Slammers, and it does.
And suddenly, we have a potential for overtime. At the beginning of this half, you know, Weight Slammers were looking down the barrel of potentially losing the first map. Now they're looking at the potential for overtime here because Team Howl are likely gonna, light buy into this round, ensure they're able to buy full next round. Smart choice. So 15-12 in the way of Weight Slammers, but again, if Weight Slammers win this round and subsequently somehow pull out the next round, they could force overtime. So it looks like we're gonna see a hit come out of Team Howl here. Probably a pretty quick execute, just focused on getting the bomb down to get that extra money to ensure that they're not broke if they lose the next rifle round.
Full nade set on Weight Slam. Really tough to use. Alright.
Oh no, Spzrta's in his face.
Yevkh
Spzrta
able
doing
to
it
answer
again,
that
man.
back, and Spzrta's not even. He wasn't even punished on that. So finally, you know, Feelium taking on Loki. Didn't even get the bomb down. That's.
That whole round just fell apart in the mat. Well, not fell apart, but it just kind of concluded itself in a matter of probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 seconds there. That was quite the event. But then this is the important round here. This is the important round regarding overtime. If Weight Slammers can steal away this round here, make it 15-13, they most likely get the next round 15-14, and then they're playing for the last round. Oh my goodness, Tav.
That was a nasty shot by Tab. That was great. Love to.
Oh my
Another
goodness.
one on the Panda, but finally it's like off. Eight Slammers down to 2 players. 3 of Team Howl. Spzrta finally gets off the UMP. Grabs a wheel gun, leaving Yevkh in a 1 versus 3. Getting pinned. He's gonna get taken out.
Well played by Howl there. Well
Very
played.
well played.